Alright guys, for this next video, now we're talking meal prep. Since it's Sunday, again, regular workout day and so on. But I'm going to share with you the secret of how to have chicken breast and create chicken tenders or anything with chicken breast that actually is juicy and flavorful and tasteful, and you will not hate life through contest prep as you eat your chicken breast, because it will actually like taste delicious. Especially if you cut it up and then use it with, like, I personally, like, my hack is getting 0-calorie hot sauces and or spices to add, change it up, cut it into basically tenderloins or strips, if you will. And then you just, once you have it cooked, you can just warm it up, throw some of that hot sauce on there, boom, good to go, and you can make a whole bunch. So I'm gonna make today, this is a 5-pound package of chicken breast. It's already skinless, boneless, ready to go. What we're gonna do, we're gonna boil in this pot. I'm going to show you real quick. We're gonna go ahead and boil maybe half full in this case, since I have about 5 pounds. This will vary depending on how much chicken you're going to prepare, but in this case, the secret is the brine. And what is the brine? The brine is basically kosher salt. In this case, about 1/4 of a cup, right about there, 1/4 of a cup kosher salt. Bring that to a boil. Then add in your flavors, your aromatics. In this case, rosemary from our garden. I'll throw that in there. Then we're gonna come over here, and we have extra aromatics. This is a 1/2 teaspoon measure. They usually do half to a full teaspoon of. Throw some garlic in there. There we go. Throw some, in this case, lemon pepper. I like a pepper. It doesn't have to be lemon pepper. This one just seems to be handy. So lemon pepper. This one I'll put in definitely at least 1, maybe 1.5 teaspoons, just to give it a little bit of flavor. Paprika, definitely get that in there. Again, gives it not just flavor, but it actually helps with the color of the chicken. It makes it kind of like dress it. I feel like it makes it look better. 1/2 teaspoon is enough usually though. Strong. Onion powder, same thing. Onion powder, you probably need only 1/2 teaspoon should be enough, just to give it like a little bit of a flavor enhancement boost. There we go. And then the last thing is ground thyme. Ground thyme, you want to put 1/2, because again, it's very strong. So just 1/2 teaspoon. All right, you throw all of that in there. Now you bring this to a boil. Stir it all up. And what you're gonna do with this brine is, once you bring it to a boil, you're gonna let it cool off completely. Go back to room temperature. And this is where you're going to put your chicken for at least 3 to 4 hours to brine. And then after that, you'll have to play around with it depending on your flavor, taste, and so on. But 3 to 4 hours, I feel, is like the minimum for the chicken to like soak in there. Another hack, if you can, which I love, is, oh wow, and we put it all the way in the back of the fridge as far as possible. Believe it or not, throw in a few pickles and a little bit of pickle juice. Just a little bit, just like that. Few pickles, boom. Let all of that boil. Once it comes to a boil, take it off the heat, set it to the side. Once it's at room temperature, you can then put your chicken in it and put the whole thing in the fridge. And you want to refrigerate it, obviously, while it's marinating, while it's brining. I guess it's technically what it is. So again, kosher sea salt, garlic powder, lemon pepper, paprika, onion powder, rosemary, in this case fresh, and then ground thyme. That's the basic recipe. You can play around with the aromatics. But the most important thing here is the sea salt. The sea salt is what's going to like give that flavor, a little bit of like that flavor to because chicken breast tastes like basically nothing. Another trick too, to make sure that it's tender, you can always take the chicken breast and lightly tenderize it with a meat mallet. You can always like lay it out Pound it a few times, just a little bit though, not too much, because if you pound it too much, then it breaks the fibers and it breaks apart and it's terrible. So just a little bit, gently. Again, you'll have to play with it until you figure it out. But that gives it an extra degree of tenderness. Do that before you put it in the brine. Let it sit in the brine 3 to 4 hours, and after that, air fry it. You air fry your chicken breast after you cut into the pieces you like. 13 minutes per side at 375 degrees, and you're gonna have an amazing experience that you can then use whatever sauce you like, and it'll be completely versatile. You can dress it up with other sauces, you can throw it in with rice, you can do whatever you want with that chicken because it will actually have flavor in and of its own. So I hope that tip helps you. Catch you later in the day.